A presidential pardon is a significant act of forgiveness. It is granted by the President of the United States. This power allows the President to forgive a person for a federal crime. A pardon nullifies the legal consequences of a conviction. It can restore civil rights lost due to the conviction. This includes the right to vote and hold public office. The authority comes from the U.S. Constitution. Article 2, Section 2 grants this power. It serves as a check on the judicial branch. The framers saw it as a tool for mercy and justice. A pardon is final and irrevocable once accepted. It applies only to federal crimes, not state offenses. Ultimately, it is a profound statement of forgiveness. Presidential pardons are granted for several important reasons. One common purpose is to correct potential judicial errors. Sometimes new evidence might emerge after a conviction, or a legal process might be seen as flawed. Pardons can also be an act of mercy, especially when an individual has compelling personal circumstances. For example, a person might have a serious illness, or their family might be facing extreme hardship. Another key intention is to address perceived injustices, such as when a sentence is considered overly harsh for the crime committed. Pardons acknowledge that the justice system, while vital, is not infallible. Beyond correcting errors or showing mercy, pardons serve other functions. They can be instrumental in promoting an individual's rehabilitation and successful reintegration into society. A pardon can offer a genuine second chance to someone who has served their time and demonstrated a clear transformation in their life and character. Pardons can also be influenced by political considerations. They might be used to reward loyalty, build support among certain groups, or even to help heal national divisions after periods of conflict or unrest. This makes the pardon a versatile, though sometimes controversial, instrument of presidential power. The individuals who typically receive pardons often fit certain profiles. Many have shown genuine remorse for their actions and have taken responsibility for the harm they caused. They have usually demonstrated a consistent pattern of good behavior since their conviction. Often recipients have already served a significant portion of their sentence. Compelling personal circumstances, as mentioned earlier, frequently play a role in the decision-making process. Furthermore, individuals who have actively worked to make amends for their offenses may be viewed more favorably. The application process for a pardon is often lengthy and requires detailed information. Other individuals may also be considered for pardons. This includes those who have made notable positive contributions to society after their offense, showing they have become valuable members of their communities. People who have strong advocates lobbying on their behalf, or significant public support for their clemency, might also gain attention. Sometimes a pardon is granted to someone whose case highlights broader systemic issues within the justice system that need addressing. While many pardons go to ordinary citizens whose stories are compelling, the Office of the Pardon Attorney within the Department of Justice traditionally reviews numerous cases and makes recommendations. The legal and constitutional basis for presidential pardons is rooted in the U.S. Constitution. Article 2, Section 2, grants the President the power to grant reprieves and pardons for offenses against the United States, except in cases of impeachment. This power has been interpreted broadly, allowing the President significant discretion in its use. Historically, pardons have been used to address a wide range of issues, from correcting judicial errors to promoting national healing. The use of pardons has evolved over time, reflecting changes in societal values and legal standards. Despite occasional controversies, the pardon remains a vital tool for justice and mercy within the American legal system. The process of granting a presidential pardon involves several key steps and the collaboration of multiple entities. Initially, the Department of Justice plays a crucial role in reviewing pardon applications. The Office of the Pardon Attorney, a part of the Department of Justice, is responsible for gathering and evaluating all relevant information. This office reviews the applications, conducts investigations, and prepares recommendations. The recommendations are then forwarded to the Deputy Attorney General for further review. The Deputy Attorney General reviews the recommendations and may add their own insights before passing them on to the President. Ultimately, the President has the final authority to grant or deny a pardon. The President's decision is influenced by the recommendations from the Department of Justice, but it is not bound by them. Factors considered in the decision-making process include the nature of the crime, the behavior of the applicant since conviction, and the impact of the pardon on society. The process is designed to ensure that each application is thoroughly reviewed and that the decision is made with careful consideration. While the Department of Justice provides a structured framework for the review process, the President's discretion plays a pivotal role in the final outcome. This balance of structured review and executive discretion is what defines the unique process of granting a presidential pardon. Presidential pardons have a profound impact on individuals and society. For individuals, a pardon can mean freedom and a second chance at life. Families are often reunited and the social fabric is mended. However, the use of pardons has drawn scrutiny and sparked debates. Critics argue that pardons can be used to favor allies or serve personal interests. This has led to concerns about fairness and justice. The debate often centers on whether the pardon process is being used appropriately. Some argue that it undermines the legal system and accountability. Observing broader trends, the use of pardons has varied over time. Approximately 1 in 5 clemency grants have gone to individuals with financial or political connections. This approach appears consistent with patterns observed in the past. Sometimes, the traditional review process managed by the Department of Justice's Office of the Pardon Attorney is bypassed. An interesting development in the clemency process is the role of advocates. Advocates who have received pardons themselves now serve as advisors, sometimes referred to as pardon czars. They oversee and recommend clemency cases, focusing on rehabilitated individuals who pose no safety risk. The power of the pardon is frequently used for high-profile cases, sparking ongoing discussions about its implications.